2, 1, going live.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm hoping that this is working the way we want it to. I need you guys in chat to tell me whether you can hear the sound. We want to make sure you can hear Tony as he's about to speak in just a moment, as we are doing something a little bit different. We're going to give you a little bit higher quality on the actual game. And so if you guys are interested in watching this on your TV or on a bigger device, you're going to be able to enjoy clear 2K 1440 and 60 frames per second, so you guys can enjoy the Madden simulation as I do normally watching it here. I'm going to be joined today by the one and only Tony Dunn for the Madden simulation. How are you doing today, man?
What is up, CK? Chat. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear everybody's audio. We got to make sure that the settings are right on this, because every time we try to do something new, we always got to work a couple of bugs out, just like the Denver Broncos are trying to work the bugs out of Russell Wilson. Right now, Michael Johnson in the house, Jordan Dowd, Jared, popping bullets first. We live. Can you hear the professor? Can you hear CK's sultry voice?
You can hear the professor, but I need to maybe adjust your sound. Your voice might be a little low on their end.
I'm going to pull my own audio up myself, and hopefully this is going to continue to improve as we go along. I got my mic rocking and rolling over here. Hopefully you guys can see a little different on that. CK looks focused.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm trying to match this up. I might have to turn my mic volume down a little bit. There we go. I'm hoping that is
still too low, they say. Low. Oh, maybe there's something in Streamlabs I can do. Well, you know,
I'm going to turn it down.
I could always just scream. All right. Cody, CK.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Can you hear me pretty good?
Are we matching in volume now a little, fellas?
I'm trying to. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Does it sound pretty good to you?
You're a little lower on my end now.
Okay.
But it sounds like it says Tony sounds good now. We got that. We're working the bugs out, folks. I don't know if you guys are new to this game.
Right.
But we're gonna get to a Madden simulation here where we cut things up. All right, I think we're good.
All right, let's go with it. Let's just hope that it's gonna work. I'm turning my mic down in game or in the actual Streamlabs here.
I think it's fine.
All right, cool.
It's pretty good.
All right, we're just gonna go with it, and you guys tell me how you like this format. All the chat boxes working. All right, cool. Let's get that lined up a little bit more.
Oh, you got them on screen, huh?
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Got to make you guys the focal point of this show. Look, the Denver Broncos head into Carolina. They're 3. I need to know what their records are right now. I think they're 3-7.
Yeah, they're not doing good. They're not doing great. They have a lot of question marks around their offense. They have a new head coach that many people have been questioning what he's capable of doing. And obviously Russell Wilson has been a big disappointment to many people who are Broncos fans, and we're hoping that we can find a way to pull out a win potentially. But again, I think we're so apathetic at this point in time that I believe that nobody is going to be upset if we lose, but we wouldn't be surprised if we win either. At this point in time,
right.
It's just we are just living and hoping things work out the way that they're supposed to, and that the Panthers will be relevant again soon. Right now, I don't think any of us are expecting that to be this year, maybe not even next year, but here in the next couple of years, we're hoping to see a resurgence of the Carolina Panthers as we start another rebuild process while having some key pieces already in place.
The 3-7 Broncos, I was right, venture to Bank of America tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time to take on the 3-8 Carolina Panthers, who will be starting Sammy Dimes Darnold. And what is the fourth quarterback that has played so far for so I'm sorry, I looked at the chat. The fourth quarterback that's played for the Carolina Panthers so far, and like you said, the Denver Broncos fans are clearly disappointed as they thought that they were going to be very good this year. We are somewhat disappointed, but probably just hitting the reality wall or the reality point. And you're talking about this is Russell Wilson and this new coach. Can they hack it? Is the question.
That is the question. Yeah, that's the question that everybody's asking at this point in time, and so we're gonna see what Madden believes is going to happen.
Sammy is starting in this game.
He is starting. I've already made sure of that.
Okay.
Unless something crazy happens, and if it does, I will literally close the game and start it over because I am not playing that game.
We'll just talk and talk and talk until we got to.
Right. We'll advance to the game here.
Like you were saying, though, is that I don't think any Panther fan truly wants to win. I think we just want to be have a game that's watchable.
Yeah, that's the biggest struggle here is to making sure you have a game that actually comes around and finds it lets you at least be proud to be a Panthers fan, right?
Yeah. Or I mean, like not just wanting to turn the channel or take a nap. I've done I've taken naps during Panther games this year. That's incredibly embarrassing.
Can I say, and guys, can you guys tell me in the chat, how do you feel about the quality of this? Do you feel like it has that 1440p, 60 frames per second? Are you guys watching on a device that's going to allow you to look at that? And tell me if you think that this is more appealing to you guys, seeing the field, the players, and a little bit higher resolution than we were able to do on the StreamYard.
Yeah, let's get that feedback on that. I'm sure they'll keep it going. Let's get a little into the game, and we'll see how it looks throughout the game. In fact, we are getting into the game.
Yes, it looks like we're going to be...
I got to figure out how I'm supposed to watch. I got to watch on this little box. And,
you could do that, or you could... yeah, I guess that's the way you're going to have to watch it, is on that little box. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
We can try the go live together thing.
I can go full screen. I got a full screen, but I can...
Looks like the Panthers are going to get the ball first here, and we're going to see right out of the gate whether Madden has accepted my changes to ensure that Baker Mayfield is not listed as the #1 guy. I went as far as releasing Baker from the team to ensure that he wasn't going to be starting, just to be safe.
Still Matt Rule coaching the Carolina Panthers.
It is, and there is no changing that. There's Sammy D walking onto the field there with his 9 touchdowns to 13 interceptions last year, 2,500 yards passing, where he did miss a few games last year as well, so it's not abnormal to see his passing numbers to be 2,500 there, but it is quite disappointing to see 9 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. That is a horrendous stat line.
Gosh, that was yucky.
It's yucky, and you're not even averaging 1 touchdown per game as a quarterback is not great. It's not great football.
Well, yeah, he had the 3 rush. For somehow he was really effective as a rusher in those first couple of games.
Right.
Not as a passer. See, you know, guys, the Madden crystal ball has been remarkably prophetic so far. Taking the first snap out of the shotgun, CK, handing off the ball up the middle, powering for a good 4 yards, it looks like. Is that Chuba Hubbard?
Yeah, Chuba Hubbard. I try it. The funny thing is Madden has the depth chart right. They have Deontay Foreman as the #1, but when we get the game going, they are playing Foreman. It looks like Deontay Foreman, or I'm sorry, they're playing Chuba Hubbard. Chubbard. We could just call him that. But no matter what changes I make, they seem to like Hubbard so much that they refuse to put him in, even though he's #1 on the depth chart.
Is that Chenault?
Chenault was at the slot, it looks like, but Chuba took that snap and only got about 2 yards on that one. Russell Wilson has more bathrooms in his mansion than touchdowns so far this season.
I am 1 play behind you, CK.
You're 1 play behind me? Sam Darnold got sacked just now.
Because I'm watching through the stream in.
Understood. Okay. So you're watching the full screen through the game from what our actual stream is, not what the Streamlabs is.
Correct.
That's okay. That's okay. Sam Darnold's getting sacked.
See the Streamlabs part like we did before.
Excuse me. Is it not showing right now?
No.
Hold on. Let me do this. Sorry, guys. You're gonna see some changes here, and that's on me. My apologies. Is that working? Wow, Chuba on a roll down the sideline. That was a pass for about 30 or 40 yards. Chuba Hubbard takes it down. Is that better?
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
That
all right.
is better for me.
There we go. All right, Chuba Hubbard, nice little route there. He gets a big chunk, gets all the way down into the Broncos territory, down to the 17-yard line. The Panthers are actually kind of rolling right now against a very highly thought of defense.
Yeah, the Broncos. The Broncos have been playing tough. I feel like they're much like us. We were last year, where the offense is so bad that the defense is just gassed all the time.
Yeah, and so it's almost interesting to see the parallels between the two teams. There's turmoil. They've released their star running back Melvin Gordon. They've got the other running back on IR. They still got a guy that can make some things happen in the backfield, but all in all, they're still reeling from some things going wrong for them. Mainly the amount of money they're paying Russell Wilson to be basic. Oh, Sam Darnold throwing on the run, almost hits TMJ, but misses him. Not his forte throwing on the run. He's able to at least avoid some sacks where there were really no pressure, but Sam Darnold does what Sam Darnold does, and he gets a little afraid in the pocket because he's used to getting sacked within 0.2 seconds of taking the ball.
Let's see if he can.
Sam Darnold drop backs, is passing. He finds Ian Thomas again
first down
for another first down. Sam Darnold sharp outside of that one incompletion we just saw on that bootleg or that improvisation in the previous play. He's able to come back, get another connection with Ian Thomas, brings up first and goal at the 6-yard line of the Denver Broncos. And yeah, Latavius Murray, that's right. That's I couldn't remember the name of the running back. I remember that it was a guy that we're familiar with as Panthers fans.
Latavius Murray. He has always been a thorn in our side here. We got Sammy D out of the shotgun looking for his first passing touchdown.
And he's going to
22, and he's just going to take a sack.
11-yard sack, dude. He just runs back.
Throw it out of the back of the end zone.
Incredible push by the defense. They're able to get a sack. Puts them in a much worse situation. And that's Benito coming in there, getting Sam Darnold down. Sam Darnold is really good about evading people. He's actually a little bit under, I guess people don't expect him to be very fast, and he is quite speedy when you give him the ball and he's able to run down the field. There he was not able to escape the defender, so it brings up a second and goal from the 17-yard line, and they have a long way to go to get a touchdown here. Sam Darnold out of the shotgun, drops back. He's going to get a short pass out to the side. It looks like it might be a loss potentially, gain of 1.
Now this is the Sam Darnold I know.
Yes, Chuba Hubbard with his third reception.
Sam Darnold I know and love, but hate to know.
And
all right,
here we go. We got DJ Moore. I've got everybody. I think we should have everything accurate. Looks like they do have Deontay Foreman. Nope, Chuba Hubbard is still in there some reason, even though in that screen you just saw Deontay Foreman was there. Sam Darnold drops back. He's gonna get
sacked again.
And makes this, and Benito with his third sack of the simulation, and this drive alone brings up 4th down and goal. They're gonna bring on Eddie Pinheiro to take this 3-point lead over the Denver Broncos to start out this game. They have eaten a lot of clock, but
You got to be kidding me here, CK. This is, you got to worry right here because the Madden simulation has been eerily prophetic so far this season. We don't need them to change the saying, he went bananas, to he went bonitos.
He went bonitos.
He's going bonitos right now.
He's going bonitos, and it's absolutely unfortunate to see that offensive line crumble the way that it just did, but he was holding onto the ball quite a long time. Eddie Pinheiro pushed the ball up and through the uprights, taking on the lead of this game. But if there's one thing we know about the Denver Broncos is their offense has largely been inept this year, and if we're able to do things like that, we have a very good chance to win this game because our defense should come out here and eat against a Russell Wilson-led offense. Now, we also can be a get-right game for many offenses to kickstart the remainder of their seasons. Some have worked out, some have not. But as of right now, the Panthers are looking to be hopeful against an offense that has not been able to move the ball down the field very effectively at all. And it takes it out from the end zone and doesn't get it down to the 25. He is taken down at the 24-yard line. Panther special teams showing up, making sure they don't make any more progress than that. And Russell Wilson jogs on. His first season as a Denver Bronco has gone well. Has gone as one of the most
underwhelming.
The biggest. It feels as though, and you got to keep in mind what the Denver Broncos traded to get this guy. They traded multiple first-round picks, multiple picks in general, but multiple first-round picks. And so the fact that they are as bad as they are, those picks are even more valuable for the Seahawks because right now those picks are looking to be very high, or very in the top 10 at this point. And it looks like Latavius Murray is going to take it down to the 27-yard line with a gain of 3.
And good news, Jerry Jeudy will not be playing tomorrow. I do not believe he was listed out on my fantasy team. Check that. Jared brings up a good point in the chat. He said it's 3 sacks in a record in one drive by one player. I mean, good gosh.
It very well could be.
Likely's out.
And it's a screen pass out to Latavius Murray, who's going to be taken down immediately with only a 2-yard gain. Big 3rd down and 6 here as the Panthers are hoping to get off the field quickly and get this offense another opportunity at taking a shot down the field.
Jerry Jeudy is listed as out for tomorrow's game. Good news.
Great news.
All right, down in distance here.
And it is stopped short. And Gross Matos dropping back in coverage, gets the tackle for only a 1-yard gain, brings up 4th and 5. The Panthers will be getting the ball back as the Denver Broncos send out their punting unit. Matt Rule out here talking these guys up, saying, hey guys, I just got my new head coaching gig as the Nebraska head coach. We're not sure on the specific terms outside of that it's an 8-year deal, but Matt Rule has moved on. I am almost guessing that Matt Rule is signed a contract that is basically no money that Nebraska is required to pay him for the first 2 years, and everything's backloaded.
That would be in everybody's favor.
Yeah.
On top of this, is there a better place for Matt Rule, because everything he says is corny. He's a corn husker. He's husky and corny.
Very true.
Good gosh. So glad I don't have to listen to that stupid man anymore. All right, we got the keep pounding chant going on. The crowd does. We need to be working up some songs to sing on 3rd and long and some stuff like that as fans. On defense, we're going to start working on those. And for next season, hopefully we can get the Panthers fans to adopt that game.
It's going to be a handoff to Chuba. Wide open down the field. He takes it down to the 37-yard line. They're inching close to that midfield. And this defense, not as vaunted here in Madden as you would believe them to be.
Yeah, they've been pretty solid. Pretty solid at the run defense. I think they're listed as like maybe 3rd in overall yards, maybe 10th or 11th in yards per carry. But the Panthers are going to want to run the ball and make this a 10-7 type game here, likely.
And Deontay Foreman in there for his first action as the running back. He's able to get a good chunk of that. Gets down to the 44-yard line. Gain of 7 on his first carry of the game.
You like that because, you know, they got contact on the 3rd-yard line. And it's just that brute strength of Deontay Foreman that gets him those extra 4 yards.
He always is falling forward, and that's the you know, what you want to see from a running back, especially in goal line type of situations. Last week he was held in check for a good portion of that game, but we pretty quickly abandoned the run. And Chuba, he fumbles the ball, and it's going to be picked up.
That's not a catch.
They're going to probably give him that. Chuba Hubbard, if that is a fumble, needs to be removed from the field immediately.
Newbie says, thank you guys for giving us CMC. I'm guessing he is a San Francisco 49ers fan. And you're welcome. You know what? In some ways, we don't mind it. We freed him. We freed him from the jail that was Carolina, and we put him with the one coach that's going to be able to crack the Christian McCaffrey code, which none of our coaches were able to do, and that is how to use him and make him a feature of the game plan, but not make your entire team and reliant on him alone. So Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers go win the Super Bowl for him.
And intercepted by Shaq Thompson, and it's going to the house. He gets tackled by the one and only Russell Wilson.
Unlimited, Mr. Unlimited.
And just threw it right to him. What an incredible break on the ball. He jumps right in front of Cortland Sutton, gets that interception, takes it almost to the house. Russell Wilson's able to save the day after a untimely Chuba Hubbard fumble. But he's going to get an opportunity to redeem himself. They seem to get him the ball quite a bit in these simulations.
Shaq Thompson, man, you know, he does that tomorrow. He'll be, you know, we're going to need him to do that. And, you know, I was really interested in the Matt Rule press conference, the tour he's been doing.
Yes.
And how he was saying he wished he would have had better relationships, because I always felt like he was upselling Shaq Thompson so much. This is what we want to see.
Darnold taking a slide down to the 15-yard line.
Throw a flag on that right there.
19-yard rush there right out of the gate. And Sammy D running for his life, running for his career this week. Last week it was Baker's career on the line. He did not come through.
Yeah, he lost it.
And this week, Sam Darnold gets an opportunity to show not only the Panthers if he can be a backup guy, but the rest of the league, whether he's a guy you can trust to be in the backfield behind a guy that you believe is going to be the franchise face.
How did the Panthers break quarterbacks even more so than the Browns and the Jets do? I don't get it.
It's a mystery. I think they'll probably do a Netflix documentary about it here in the next 10 years about what occurred in the Panthers building since the onset of David Tepper taking ownership of the Panthers. I think it would be an interesting discussion to have, especially if David Tepper does in fact find himself so overwhelmed with what he's dealing with the Panthers that he decides to sell and moves on from this franchise, which many fans are hoping for. And Chuba not falling forward, gets only a couple on that one, gets a 3rd and 6 from the 11-yard line.
Things have not gone well. You know, I was talking about, we talked about this last night on the Friday free-for-all. A guy jumped in at last second, 49ers fan. He wanted to ask us about our ownership. And somebody just went terrible. It was Kev. Oh, come on.
Horrendous throw. I'm not sure if he was throwing that away or if there was maybe a tip. Jewel is celebrating. It looked like it might have been a tip pass potentially there.
Everybody go put in Eddie Pinheiro in your damn fantasy lineup tomorrow. He's going to have 32 field goals at this rate.
Yes. I had Graham Gano for the Thursday game. He got me 11 points, thankfully, which is not bad for a kicker, which you want to have in that situation. I also had Dalton Schultz, who had a couple of touchdowns. He got me close to 20 points, which was...
Wow. He had 2, didn't he?
Yeah, he had 2. I had Tony Pollard as well, which was a disappointing outing by him. But it was still not the worst thing in the world. I'm still slated to be the winner this week, but it's going to be closer than I would like, especially with the question marks around. I have Jamar Chase, I have Hollywood Brown even, and both of those guys have been activated. They are going to be playing this week, but potentially on limited capacity. So I'm hoping they are given the big plays and they're not on too much of a snap count. Also have Justin Fields, who is a question mark as well from his injuries. Denver takes that out, takes it only to the 27-yard line. 22 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Denver Broncos trailing the Panthers 6-0 as we've been able to tack on 2 field goals. Russell Wilson.
It looks a little gimpy, doesn't he?
He looks a little concerning.
That right hip is bothering him a little.
Well, you know, when you're throwing interceptions and you're having to take down Shaq Thompson with all your force, I think that might do it to you. But
is this typical Panthers, CK? We get the ball on like the 30-yard line, only get 3 points.
Yes.
You know, I mean, this is the Panthers we have known for about 5 years.
And all day
in the pocket.
Nobody getting
Russell
pressure.
Wilson
Intercepted by J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn gets this one, and he's going to take it to the house. And that is how you win a game like this. It's defensive touchdowns, defensive interceptions, and turnovers. And J.C. Horn takes his first touchdown to the house, I believe, his career.
Boy, oh boy, if this happens tomorrow and the game starts like this, I almost start to feel sad for Broncos fans at this point.
I feel sad for them now.
Yeah.
Bad decision making by Russell Wilson there. They have really, and by the way, just so everybody understands the integrity of the game, I have not changed ratings on anyone. This is what Madden believes Russell Wilson is going to be doing. That is the bottom line. There is nothing that I have done to make this more likely. I haven't reduced his stats. I haven't touched any of that. The only thing I have done is I released Baker Mayfield from the Panthers so that he wasn't on the roster for this game, so that they didn't try to put him in over top of Sam Darnold.
Man, oh man. Panthers are gonna mess around and win a game like this tomorrow and get us excited. I wonder who we got. We got the Bucks facing the Browns on the road.
That could be a trap game for them.
Yeah, and the Saints are playing. Are they on a bye this week?
No, I think they might have been on a bye last week because they are activating
they
Trevor
play
Pennington.
The 49ers.
Oh, that's going to be a slaughter,
in
I feel like.
San Francisco, and then we've got Falcons.
They might get somebody fired playing the 49ers.
Oh, and the Falcons are going to FedEx Field to play the Commanders. There is a scenario where all NFC South teams lose tomorrow, or the Panthers win, the other ones.
Oh my! What a catch!
What a
Incredible
nice
catch over top of Jerry Jeudy's in there. Apparently, I didn't realize that he was out, so I did not remove him. But that was over top of Henderson. An incredible one-handed grab, big chunk play that's going to take him over to the Panther side of the field to start the second quarter.
If all the NFC South teams lose tomorrow, except for the Panthers, we're one game back out of first.
Yep.
Ugh.
Interesting.
And then Sam Darnold's going to go out. He's going to have a better game than this to get me excited.
Well, that's the thing is, if we win, the thing is going to have to be a culmination of team performance and whatnot. 3 yards on that one. Lamarcus Murray. Latavius Murray is not running very well against this defense, is what can be expected. We've held pretty good in check for the majority of these. You know, when we're facing opponents we should do well against, our defense has done a pretty good job of making sure they aren't getting and breaking free. And he finds a guy there, and that's Jeudy again, I believe. Judy's 10, I think. That's Hamler, his second reception. 15 yards on the day. Corey Littleton with the tackle. And they're trying to, make this gap not so big for them as the Panthers are trying to hold them out of the end zone. They are driving down the field very well after 2 interceptions by Russell Wilson. No pressure by that defense.
How he's played this year too is like either slow. Well, sometimes they'll come out and get a fast start and then just completely
fall off,
trail off, or a slow start. But he hasn't thrown this many picks this season, but he has just been off.
Yeah,
he has been off all year, and you got to wonder. None of the quarterbacks that have gone to new situations have done well.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy to see Aaron Rodgers. He's struggling with a thumb injury. They say that's got something to do with it. Russell Wilson,
all day finds his guy wide open. And this defense is maybe getting a little tired. They've been on the field for quite a bit this half already. The offense, not able to do anything on that interception previously. They got another interception, and then they're back on the field pretty quickly. So I would imagine it's a little tough on the defense to be out on the field as much as they've been in the second half of the first quarter and the remainder of this one. But Latavius Murray taking it up the middle, gets another 8 yards on that one, his biggest rush of the day so far. And they're down within 8 yards of the Panthers' end zone.
All right, so the Panthers really want to try to hold them to 3 on this drive. It's 2nd and 2, it looks like.
2nd and 2 from the 8-yard line. They're going to hand it off, and that's going to be stopped in the backfield. Sutton not able to get anything out of that when he takes a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 4 now makes this a lot more favorable for the Panthers as they don't have much room to deal with. And do you risk running the ball on this defense as they've been able to stop those runs pretty consistently outside of one 8-yard run? Louvu there for the stop.
We got another simulator in here. Marquise Stafford says he's running the game currently, and we're losing 7-0. Well, we like our simulation better.
Yes, this is working out much more happily.
Advantage. Here we go. Come on, bad.
Russell gets his guy.
Man, and then he gets a first down. Oh my gosh.
And that is to Saubert. Is that the rookie tight end that Jared was talking about?
Yeah. All right. Don't forget, guys, you can be a C3 super fan. You can hit the join button if you're watching this. You enjoy this type of content tomorrow. Tomorrow we got the post game show, guys. After this, 4:30.
And that's a touchdown. Latavius Murray powers his way through Shaq Thompson and picks up the first touchdown of the Denver Broncos. Brings this to a one-possession game. Panthers are now going to be at a 6-point lead and getting the ball back before the end of the half here.
CK, they got a YouTube when you stream through this instead of like pushing it through with whatever we use.
StreamYard, yeah.
They have a insert live ad feature.
Oh,
One
nice.
day we're gonna go to. Let's go to commercial.
Yeah, that would be fun. All right, they're gonna put this extra point up, and it's going to be 7-13. The Panthers still holding on to a lead, but not great to see that defense getting carved up on that last drive. But but thank you for, giving us 10 out of the 13 points we have defense. Yes, thank you very much for that. That has definitely helped, especially being that the Broncos will be getting the ball back at the beginning of the second half, and having an opportunity, if we're not able to do anything here, to take the lead and maybe even double dip at the beginning of the second half. But the Panthers are going to get the ball back here, and Blackshear, I believe is his name, back in the end zone, ready to take this kickoff. He's been an explosive special teams weapon for the Panthers so far this year. Let's see if he continues here. He's getting across the 25. He gets it all the way up to the 30-yard line, and that's what you like to see. This guy is explosive. He pushes through these tackles, but he's very elusive. He's gotten way more out of these runs than he should have. Somehow... Yeah, he's a guy the Panthers might need to think about bringing back, CK, because, I think they got him in the trade when they traded some trade from Buffalo. Get what we gave them. Potentially. I thought that we had just picked him up, but you might be right. Maybe. One or two. We either picked him off of waivers, got him in some sort of trade with the Buffalo Bills. But
in the very beginning, he was, the first drive. I think he had a fumble or something that was upsetting, but he has made a difference, and we have not had an answer in the kickoff game for many years. It feels like.
Yeah, we have not. We've tried different things. We had Greg Dortch. We had, I could go through a list of people that have just been one-hit wonders or not even made it through the entire year. Some people, what was his name, Clay, but none of them have worked out. And here we got Deontay Foreman powering through some guys,
power,
and he gets an extra few yards out of that. 7 yards on that one.
1 yard gain or no gain, and he gets how many?
Flip it. He got 7 out of that one. Brings up a much more anxiety-free 3rd and 3. However, Sam Darnold has been off the last few throws. There he missed a wide open DJ Moore. It felt like
Sammy D.
He's gonna in wide open. He misses. I believe that was
Sam Darnold.
There you go. 4th and 3. You're gonna get the ball back to the Denver Broncos and not give our defense any type of a break or breather. That defense showing up for the first time in this game outside of a few stops in the red zone. And that's Damian Wilson, not to be confused for Russell Wilson. And Hecker, the star of this entire team, out here to punt away and hopefully pin them deep in their own territory. And he's able to, incredible play by special teams, and they drop him down at the 19-yard line.
I tell you one thing, CK, I'm not real keen on new coaching staff keeping people from the old coaching staff just because they have some sort of rapport with the team or something like that. But if there are any coaches I want to retain when it comes to the Carolina Panthers next year, I think it's Chris Tabor, the special teams coach. Our special teams has been very, very good and improved. And the James Campen, the offensive line coach. I think those are two guys that have excelled at their jobs this season.
In the midst of everything going wrong. And there he goes.
Have any more time than that, Russ?
And he breaks the tackle.
Yeah.
And
wow, take that. Oh, it looks like a back injury coming on that.
Russell Wilson gets up after that tackle.
He's pumped too.
And he should be.
I should have done that last time instead of throwing that pick 6.
Yeah, he's able to move the chains. He runs through a surefire tackle from Derek Brown. That's likely not to actually take place, but he's also not likely to have that much time, as we were only rushing 3 for some odd reason, and they had 6 offensive linemen in the game. Quite an interesting way to see that go. And that's going to be a shotgun snap here. Murray in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Murray.
Oh, there we go. The laundry guy in the chat says, why is Wilkes looking like me and Tony with a beard, i.e. Matt Rule? White is what he was saying. Yes, is because somehow, no matter what we've tried in this Madden simulation, Matt Rule will not go away.
Matt Rule will not go away. There is no way to remove him without being in franchise mode. And the only thing with that is, with franchise mode, is you can't do a simulation where you can actually watch the simulation like this. So we're kind of got our hands tied and hoping that Madden would get its stuff together and actually make some adjustments.
Fix it before next year.
Well, it'll be a new game next year.
Yeah, I hope so.
So I would think they would have to. Now, who they put in there is going to be the big question mark, because it took them, they didn't even have Matt Rule's head in there last season. So it was a very, very bad replication of what Matt Rule looked like. Which coined
the Rat Mule.
Rat Mule, yep. Rat Mule was coined because of Madden's horrendous imagery of Matt Rule. And big time plays so far. This Denver offense is rolling through this defense all of a sudden. They're able to get another first down there. Latavius Murray now getting chunk plays. And he was able to get 9 on the previous run. And he's got 31 on the day on 7 carries. Not a world beater number, but when you think about how it started, it's clear that he's getting going now. And this defense better be ready to stop this run. And the offense is clearly able to do some things to fool Russell Wilson in the passing game. Not able to do it there, as CJ Henderson gives up a big play there too. Takes it down to the Panthers 30-yard line, and they are ready to take the lead. It feels like it's no stopping them so far on this drive.
The offense is going to have to put up some points, man. You just cannot rely on the defense to score all the offensive points and stop them. It's just too much to ask.
Latavius Murray, another 5 yards on that one. Easy stuff too. Just giant holes, giant gaping holes, as Al Michael likes to call them. And he's running through them, getting big chunk plays. 5 yards on that one. I know that doesn't seem like a big amount when you're thinking about chunk plays, but when you think there's 4 downs and they're getting 5 yards per down, it's easy money for these Denver Broncos on this defensive line that's supposed to be the more strong part of this defense.
A day for us.
And he's running backwards.
Oh, yeah. He made the big mistake there.
He made a giant mistake. A 12-yard loss on that one brings up 3rd and 17 now. And that is the 2-minute warning for the half, and that might take them out of field goal range potentially. Maybe and we have 2 minutes left, all 3 of our timeouts left. The Carolina Panthers are really hoping to get a stop here so that they can get the ball back and maybe make this a 2-possession game again. Russell Wilson out of shotgun, nobody back there. There's pressure. Finally, Derek Brown being held on to. Nobody, and he does not get the first down, but they're going to take a timeout here. Oddly enough, the Broncos most likely took that timeout, and no, the Panthers did. It seems like Madden's actually doing things right here. They're going to bring out their field goal unit and make this a 3-point game, giving the Panthers another opportunity at having the ball with only 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Much more manageable field goal attempt here. 44-yard attempt, and it is through, and that is a great drive outside of that sack for a 12-yard loss that Russell went straight backwards while Brian Burns was in pursuit. You can't run away from that guy. You don't even try to do that. Russell Wilson makes a not able to evade that pressure like he's been able to do in many parts of his career up to this point.
Yeah, I mean, he is getting older, and it's becoming less and less of a part of his game. I mean, on Prize Picks right now, he was only like a 12 yards rushing was the number. I wanted to take it so desperately, but...
Well, right now, it's Madden is predicting that he's going to at least have a 15-yard run.
Yeah. Kickoff here, man, we really could see, man, Sam Darnold's got to just put together a couple of throws back-to-back.
Blackshear getting another big run. He gets it all the way up to the 32-yard line. And that's going to give Sammy D and the offense an opportunity here to put some points on the board before the half.
Yeah, he's just going to have to string together a drive. You know, you've seen him make a couple of good throws. You've seen him make, over the last couple of drives, though, he has not done anything. I mean, I think that 3rd down pass in the last drive where he's just wide open on the slant. That's
a culmination of what to expect from Sam Darnold.
Exactly.
Really any quarterback on this team, honestly. A couple of the content creators for the for Carolina Panthers here. We have our own little private chat, and there's constantly debates. I wouldn't say arguments, but debates about quarterbacks like Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, or PJ Walker, and we finally came to the realization today. I wouldn't say finally, I think many of us have already felt this way, but the idea of arguing over Baker Mayfield, nice pass, nice catch there, even better by Terrace Marshall. But the idea of arguing over these 3 quarterbacks when none of them are we don't want any of them to be on the team, or at least to play a major role in this team next year. It's a waste of air. It's a waste of energy. If you want to argue about Matt Corral, go for it. If you want to argue about Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, you're arguing big nothing burgers, things that do not matter in the slightest.
Well, at this point now, I'm ready to jump on the Darnold train, though. I got to say this is Darnold's done more good things in my life than Baker Mayfield has ever done.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Baker Mayfield
is Baker every opportunity. threw full support behind him.
Baker has lost to bad teams, and he's only won against one team, and that was the Saints, and that wasn't even because of him. It was because of the defense.
Yeah.
Almost a pick right there.
Yeah. This is Sam Darnold type game right here.
Trying to get it to Ian Thomas. He's had a bad. He started out pretty hot. He had, I believe, he started 4 for 5, and now he is 8 for 14 or 13 or something like that. So not great on his performance in the second quarter here, but 2nd and 10, and wide open. Chenault misses him wide. Unbelievable there. I mean, well, not unbelievable. It's very believable.
Yeah, this is very believable right at this point. Fade to X says the PJ disrespect. No, not at all. PJ had a 0.0 quarterback rating in that Cincinnati Bengals game. Is that PJ is just up and down. The offense has been the most productive with PJ, but we haven't seen it with Baker this year. I mean, with Sam Darnold this year. So we are going to get an opportunity, really, to see them all three behind the same team at this point, because last year everything was a mess when it came to the offense, the offensive line. There is a little bit more stability. I think a fair judgment of Sam Darnold is going to come tomorrow. Give him 2 weeks. That's what I'll do. I'll allow this week to be the rust week next week. But at the end of the day, none of us are interested in progressing forward with any of these. And then someone asked in the chat, is keep PJ or Matt or both as backups to a rookie next year? And I think Matt Corral will be on this team. I'm almost wondering, though, it seems like I just feel like the Panthers are going to have some sort of veteran to take the starting role, at least in name, unless the rookie that they draft is just so head and shoulders better in training camp, and almost to take some pressure off of that rookie so he just doesn't have to start day one.
Right.
Unless we want him to start day one. So I just don't know. Maybe Sam Darnold plays into that role tomorrow or for the next 5 games, CK.
Potentially. It's hard to say what to expect from him. One of the things I will say about Sam Darnold is I believe that this is his best opportunity he's ever going to have.
I agree with
and there's many arguments you can have about Sam Darnold, and one of them is he was never really given a valid opportunity. When you think about, if you want to compare Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, those are 2 question marks that I think are valid questions. And I know we were defending Baker when people were comparing the two and saying that Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield are the same person. Well, Baker was given everything and he still was inconsistent, right? Whereas Sam Darnold has never been given any ability, and this isn't a defense of him and his performance, but he has never been given a real opportunity with an offensive line that can protect him and with real weapons. You can argue that he had Christian McCaffrey. He didn't. Christian McCaffrey was hurt for the majority of last year. You can argue that he had DJ Moore. Well, DJ Moore hasn't been a star wide receiver for us up to this point. He's had some 1,000-yard receiving years, but there has never been a time where we felt like that we have won the game because DJ Moore was just toasting people, right?
I don't think any of us are ready to say that Sam Darnold is going to be head and shoulders better than he ever was because he's in the best circumstances, or the better circumstances as a Carolina Panther. But with this offensive line alone, you would hope that he could be better than he was last year. And if he can't be better than he was last year, then the rest of the league knows he shouldn't be in the league at all. The one thing is, though, is that none of the other guys were really that good. And Baker Mayfield, one of the reasons that DJ hasn't been putting up numbers might be because of Baker Mayfield. So
yeah,
Sam Darnold is going to get, it's just, and for him, it's good that he gets a shot. Nobody else has been able to take advantage of theirs. We'll see if he can show some signs of life tomorrow.
That is, well, I wouldn't say that's what people are hoping for, because I think there's many people who are hoping that he doesn't do well and that we don't hurt our draft chances of getting the good guy. Latavius Murray just gashing up the middle there, gets a 10-yard gain on that one, brings him another first down for the Denver Broncos.
I'm just completely still kind of shocked of how bad Baker was.
I agree. I mean, it makes you wonder what more could be happening with that, because like, even if you hated Baker, nobody saw this being this bad. Nobody, not a single person saw Baker being this bad. No. I mean, if you get on his worst, like somebody who was his, if you got an Ohio fan on here, he wouldn't have told you he was this bad.
Yeah, right. I know.
8
like
yards,
all the
by the way,
good
on that one.
things that Baker had going for him, the kind of bravado, the big play ability, the shake it off ability, like he just didn't have any. It just never clicked at all. And I hope it's not Carolina. Somebody was saying they were making fun of Denver, how they had like 10 quarterbacks since Manning. Well, we've had like 10 quarterbacks since Cam. Boom.
Nice tackle for a loss.
Deep play by the defense.
Jeremy Chin showing up.
You know, he really seemed to help the secondary last week. His presence again back in there or you know, the defense
Did an incredible job.
Yeah, I mean, really, is they put us in a position, and that's another reason why the Baker show was so kind of strange.
Right. Well, the funny
and all you need to do is put together one drive.
One drive. That was all you needed to do. All you needed to do. And unfortunately, when he needed to put together the drives, it was those interceptions again.
Yeah.
Those aren't all his fault. They are partially his fault. Well, the one was Taylor Moton got destroyed and got his hands up, and then it just happened to bat it into the arms of another defensive lineman who was a little farther back in the backfield. That was a freak play that went their way.
That was who got it?
It was Jason Pierre-Paul, right?
Yeah, JPP. Man, he doesn't even have all his fingers, and he still caught.
He caught that ball. Yep. And but then you look at that other interception. That was a pass to Shi Smith, and Shi Smith didn't really come back to catch the ball. He was stopped where he was, and the defender was able to break on the ball and make it to the ball before Shi Smith did. So it wasn't a great decision, but also if Shi Smith had actually worked his way back to the ball as opposed to allowing the defender to break on it, then that's the other part to it that I think that people will fail to they'll just look at the stat line and see 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and think, oh, Baker's bad, and he is, but that wasn't all him. A nice little stop there, only 4 yards after Damian Wilson's able to get him down. 3rd and 6, and this is a momentum shifter. If the Panthers can stop it here and force them to punt, you think that there's a shot that this offense can maybe do something.
Just got to get a stop here and get this offense an opportunity. Well, not get them an opportunity. Keep them around in this game here.
And easy. Yeah. Over Corey Littleton trying to go for an interception in case he didn't catch the ball. And didn't happen there, did it? Matt Rule out here saying, listen, guys, get your stuff together, man. We can't beat ourselves here, which is the motto of Matt Rule's era here as the Carolina Panthers head coach. And that seems to be all we ever did since he introduced that DBO sign.
Yeah. It's like, why'd you put it in our head? Look, Russell's been doing that twist move all day. Big tackle there by J.C. Horn.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate.
No, that was Shaq? Was that
yeah,
Shaq?
I think it might have been Shaq. 7-yard gain, though. Not great news. And that tight end has been eating all day. I think that might have been his 4th or 5th reception. He might be over 50 yards by this point because he seems to be showing up big when they're needing him to be there. And this has got to be a handoff to Murray right up the middle for another 10 yards. Nope, they're going to drop back pass and find Sutton wide open across the middle.
Really?
Or that was Judy. I'm sorry.
Middle. Oh, both on the run and the pass.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I think people are wondering about with Jeremy Chin is, do you move him closer to the line of scrimmage? Do you play him in the slot? Do you play him potentially at the linebacker position as opposed to the safety? And I don't know what the answer is. Oh, nice. Ioannidis was able to just grab him and stop him short of any gain, and that was a 1-yard loss, actually. Big play for that defense.
All right. Well, you know, they were able to hold them to a field goal last time, CK. This is what we're going to need here.
All right.
Ioannidis might not be playing tomorrow either. I think he might have back problems. Last week,
Yeah.
Bravion Roy played well, which was...
Got the interception.
Yeah.
He got the interception. I think he might have even gotten on a list of like incredible defensive plays for last week. And Murray just fighting through, gets a touchdown and takes the lead for the first drive of the second half. And this is not looking great for this Denver Bronco, or for this Panthers defense, who was really good early. And when the offense is not able to really complement that, it's bound and determined to go back the other way. And that's what they're seeing here, as the Panthers have now given up a lead.
Yeah, man, and the Panthers, you know, I think at the end of the day, we all are a little suspicious about their run defense. You know, it's kind of up and down. We have done pretty well against teams that have mobile quarterbacks so far this year, with both Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson. But you know, the Bengals, we gave up an unprecedented amount, or you know, Joe Mixon ran all over us. The Saquon Barkley had some success with the Giants. And really, we just know over the last couple of years, the Panthers' run defense hasn't been that great. It's been much improved this year because it feels like we're stronger up the middle with Derek Brown playing very well. Some of the linebacker production has been better than it's been in the past, but still not something that we're all confident in just yet.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's not. There's some missing pieces, and we are probably the most complete we've been in a long time. But the pieces that we are missing on this team are big ones, and they're the ones that you need to shore up. We're missing the linebacker position. I know people love Shaq, but we are missing that. We are missing the quarterback. And right now you can say maybe we're missing a right tackle.
Or, totally another is a defensive end. You got to wonder, YGM still getting a lot of play time. I feel like we have to go back and look at the snap counts from last week, but we need Marquise Haynes Jr. in there. Like,
yes.
He's just better than YGM at this point, and I'm not ready. I know everybody's shitting on YGM and how sorry he is, but again, third year for defensive ends before they really come into their own unless they're superstars, and this is, I believe, his second season. So
deep pass. Chenault did not have any separation there, and he threw that into with the safety hovering over the top to provide some assistance there. Not a great decision by Sam Darnold. Well, maybe we should say that was a decision that Sam Darnold made, and we know. And Chuba comes out of the backfield. He catches the ball. And he gets 2 yards on that one, 3 maybe, and that brings up 3rd and 7. And the Panthers have to convert here.
Spin out of no pressure. He's seeing ghosts. He's seeing ghosts. Woo.
And 3rd and 7 here, and not where you want to see the Panthers already on the first plays of the drive. Oh, Ian Thomas converts that, takes it down to the 47-yard line, and gives them a new set of downs and this defense a much-needed breather.
Yeah, and the Panthers need to get some points on the board because this could get out of hand, because the Denver Broncos allowed them, or put them in a position to win this game early with 2 costly turnovers. But since that moment, they've really just put things together on both sides of the ball. The Panthers have failed to find an answer on offense just yet, CK.
Yeah, they haven't done much to give us any confidence in what they're going to be doing on tomorrow.
Which means, you know what? This is exactly
what we can expect. Yeah.
I mean,
Deontay Foreman with a loss on that one.
Offense has been all season, except for when they play the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons, or anybody in division at this point. Anybody in division, we seem to always play them very well. We won against the Saints and the Bucks. The first game we played against the Falcons, we should have won that. And then you mix that together. Oh, Sam Darnold's going to take the slide here, 6-yard gain.
Another penalty. It's twice. And don't like to give that penalty up.
No, not at all.
I love to see all these super fans in the chat, man. When you see the Steve Wilkes head go by or the Steve Smith head go by, these guys have been supporters for multiple months. We appreciate that. That's a small way you could support the Three Panthers podcast for us to continue to expand our content like this and try to increase the quality of things. Just $1.99 a month if you hit that join button. Good way, and another way is to subscribe and call into the show. Look, he didn't get the first down, did he?
He threw it out of bounds. Like what? I hate Madden and the decision making that they have.
What down was that?
That was third, so now it's fourth down.
Fourth and what? You gotta go.
Now
for
fourth
it,
and 4. No, they're gonna punt it. Yeah, third quarter, they're just gonna punt it and hope to pin them down within the 10-yard line. Hecker punting it out of bounds, it looks like, and that is going to be at the 18-yard. A bad punt.
I mean, that's not like him, or that is unlike him. On top of that, you can also, you wonder if Prize Picks has the Hecker punts. You know, I took I thought the Dallas defense was going to play better against the Giants. I got screwed on Prize Picks on that because the Giants offense actually was pretty productive against them on Thanksgiving. And but I was looking at that punt. You know, if you're facing a team that doesn't have a good offense against a team that's got a good defense, in many ways you could see that happen for the Carolina Panthers, just taking over 3.5 punts, 4 punts. Look at this.
Almost able to get there. CJ Henderson was hoping to get that interception, but not able to come up with it. Brings up 2nd and 10 as that falls incomplete.
Another way you can support the C3 Panthers podcast is check us out tomorrow at 4:30. We'll be here for the post-game show. Call in, leave a message, be a part of the show. Help us by trying to achieve 5,000 subscribers on YouTube as well.
Absolutely. Murray getting, he powers through.
That ball. He broke a tackle.
He powers through that. CJ Henderson, I believe, was one that was there to try to bring him down early on. He's able to get through that. Gets 10 yards on that and gets a new set of downs. Not what the Panthers defense needed to see.
That's the type of Panthers defense we've seen a lot of. I felt like when it comes to the run game is an opportunity to make the tackle, and then it turns out to be a big play. Panthers have had a hard time, I think, over the last couple of years, you know, stopping teams when it matters. You know, it's like last year, and I almost wanted to punch Matt Rule in his face. Actually, I always want to punch him in his face. I feel so guilty about that. He said Burns. This is he claimed to have created the second best. Oh, Jesus. That's some Russell Wilson mess like that. That is old Russell Wilson where you just threw. I always used to say this. Russell Wilson, Jesus loved him because he would throw up a prayer and Jesus would answer it all the time. That is the truth right there. But Matt Rule was going around on his parade of tears or his parade of self-congratulation or whatever it was, CK. And he said he was very proud that he helped create the number 2 defense in the league. And I just feel like that's a complete misconstrual of actually what happened last year. It was ranked number 2 in one category momentarily for the first 6 weeks or something like that. But it was not the number 2 defense in the league.
No. They didn't have to
anybody when it mattered. Oh, Shaq wanted another.
He wanted another. He's able to bat it down though for an incompletion. No, they were not the number 2 defense in the league in any capacity. If you go back and watch the game, you look at it, the only reason that the numbers looked the way they did is because they were playing offenses who didn't have to keep their foot on the gas the entire game. Like that was the thing. They were able to get big leads on us, and then or big enough leads to where they just ran the ball after that. And so
how many times did they give up 3rd and 18 or 3rd and 12?
Way too many.
Or a fourth quarter comeback at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Or a big 2nd down and 10 and just give up 10 yards like they just did. This defense was not elite like they wanted to make it out to be. There were some good pieces, but we didn't have J.C. Horn for the majority of the year last year. And then you have Hassan Reddick, who was able to rack up some sacks, but Brian Burns wasn't doing well last year. When you look at his numbers, he didn't hit 10 sacks either. And it wasn't because of injury.
He's always done is get to that 8.5, 9.5 number and all day here.
And this is what I have an issue with is with Madden. Brian Burns is one-on-one with a left tackle, and he's not able to break free from that. Like he has all day in that pocket. That is not going to happen in any case. Not even for the Panthers. That's not going to happen. And that's what I have an issue with, is Madden is very, very inconsistent and not actually improving on the things that really need improving on in this simulation at the very least. So Brian Burns, he finally breaks a block and is able to get him down, but not before he's able to get the ball away for an incompletion. 3rd and 3 now, and the Panthers desperately need a stop here.
Yes, they got to get back in this game, CK. And the offense has not put them in a position to where they're going to be able to come back from a multiple-score game. They got to keep this a 1-score game, even if they just get a field goal.
And they stop them there. That's what you need. That's what you need.
So, yep, we're going up. Looks like it's going to be a 7-point lead for the Denver Broncos here. The Carolina Panthers are going to need a touchdown at some point in this game, because you're not going to be able to field goal your way back into this. No,
you're not, especially with the defense being able to, or the Broncos being able to just move down the field with ease like they did in the past few possessions. They've scored 17 unanswered points. It'll be 20 unanswered points here after the Panthers were able to take a 13-0 lead at the beginning of the game in the first quarter. And this is the collapse that you talk about when you think about Sam Darnold, and a Panthers team in general that has not been able to sustain long measures of success when needed. And they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh, wow.
Incredible decision. Man, big opportunity here.
Man. This is a way to salt the game away right here.
And they do, and they salt it. Oh, it's a flag. Potentially a holding call. Maybe a face mask on the Panthers. We'll see.
There we go.
That's what you need there.
First penalty of the game.
Yes, it was, and that's going to be a big one. They're going to force them to kick a field goal here. No way they're going for it now.
It's a longer field goal, should we say?
37. It'll be about a 44-yard field goal, I believe.
Can we get one missed field goal to give us a little love? They gave us a lot of love in this game early on the defensive side. You know, you talked about a collapse with Sam Darnold. I don't even know if it's collapse. He never built anything at this point in this game.
Short, but makes it there, and that's a 7-point lead that the Panthers have now given up to the Denver Broncos, one of the worst offenses in the league.
And on top of that, they've scored 20 points, CK, and had 2 first-quarter turnovers.
Unreal. And that was a score on that turnover. That was a defensive touchdown by J.C. Horn on an interception, and we are still somehow not able to do anything else.
Yeah, Jared brings up a good point about the Broncos defense, or the Broncos in general being a highly penalized team, particularly their defense. It was their game in England versus the Jags, I believe they were playing. They had something like 10 defensive penalties in the first half.
Right.
So hopefully we'll get some love there tomorrow. Darnold's going to have to put together a drive here. I don't know if he's going to have, one more opportunity after this, CK, if we're lucky?
If we're lucky, yeah. I mean, and that's a big if, because the way that they were been able to run the ball now since that first quarter has been.
You have all 3 timeouts.
And there's Deontay Foreman, wide open hole, gets it down to the 38-yard line.
There we go. Good start right here. Take some of the pressure off of Sam Darnold. Really just need to put him in a position to make an easy pass if you're
right. Don't allow him the ability to force anything. Get those quick outs. Maybe
give
those slants.
One pass that builds the confidence up a hair.
Yeah. It seems like he hasn't. He's completed those short passes to Ian Thomas from time to time, but he's been off on the deep passes. He's been off on the short passes. He's been doing what Sam Darnold did last year. And he's going to take the play action. Finds Chenault across the middle. Big gain down to the 40-yard line.
I thought he was going to break that.
I did too there for a minute. I thought this was going to be a home run, but not able to do it there. Now
run pass option play right there. What they tried to make Baker do a ton of. Strange. Just misuse of Baker Mayfield a little bit. I like to see him more under center, working out a play action. I don't know if the Panthers thought they didn't have the personnel for it or what.
Chenault has been a welcome addition to this offense. As you know, when he's gotten the ball, and in many cases he's been taking those to the house. He's an explosive. He's able to make guys miss. He just seems like he looks different. And we're hoping that's the case. Terrace Marshall running backwards gets a loss on that one, I believe, of maybe around about a yard or two. Brings up 2nd and 10, not showing on the measurements there that he lost any yards, but I think he did lose some there. Tony, I don't know what you think.
The wide receiver screen just doesn't work unless you have blockers out there with them. I never understand why they just throw it.
And that is encroachment.
Oh, nice.
Nope, false start. Yeah, it's going to be on the offense. 2nd and 15. That's going to be Austin Corbett.
Really been a nice addition to the Carolina Panthers. Haven't heard his name called a lot, and that's what you want to hear for an offensive lineman.
Yeah, listen, this offensive line has been the most improved of anybody on this team.
Certainly. Gesundheit.
Thank you. Sam Darnold dropping back all day. He's going to roll out. He's going to run. Oh, he passes it forward. The interesting decision. He should have taken that to the house. He had nobody.
He could have gotten 3 or 4 more yards if he goes to the sideline here.
Shovel pass takes a 3-yard loss on that one because of that.
That was a loss, I think.
That was a loss. Yeah, it's 3rd and 13 now.
Time just ticking away.
Get some penetration, they're saying. And Sam Darnold hoping to get penetration there, and he does.
Gus got destroyed.
And Terrace Marshall getting up, sitting up. He seems to be in high spirits, so it doesn't look like he's injured, but that's a big conversion on 3rd and 13. Moves those chains, as they say.
I tell you, that shovel pass probably is like what will happen tomorrow.
Yeah. That's one of those decisions when you get under pressure you make, and like you're thinking afterwards, why did I do that? You know, I think we saw one that he did last year where he just shoveled it right to the defender. You know,
you take it.
Yeah, you take it. Yeah, I don't want it anymore. I don't want to get hit. Oh, almost intercepted. Wasn't even looking back. That was, I think, for Ian Thomas. He didn't even look back for the pass. Made that an easy pick, but luckily they were able to stop there. They weren't able to bring that in.
He's thrown that pass 3 times this game, CK, where he just throws it regardless, right over the middle. He just has made the decision before the snap that he's going there.
And there we go. He's going to drop back for another pass. He finds, and Deontay Foreman gets another 8 yards on that one.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 2, yes. So
this is go all or nothing territory right now.
His first reception of the game. I could see Madden making the Panthers kick a field goal here since there's 6 minutes left in the game.
3 timeouts, though.
I know.
Maybe. Be tough.
And they're gonna motion Foreman out, or Chuba Hubbard rather.
No protection, everybody wide.
And he finds Hubbard.
The first down, there you go.
And that's 12 yards on that one. They're down to the 8-yard line of the Broncos, and that clock is ticking away. And you need the Panthers to be able to score a touchdown here and get a stop on defense to give your offense another opportunity, because they are doing well in this drive. Chuba seems to be getting wide open in a lot of these plays that they're designing, and getting big chunk plays while he's at it.
Trey Tizzy with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you for the support of the C3 Panthers podcast and this Madden simulation. He writes, I hope Sam has 200 passing yards because of my parlay. I hope he has 183 passing yards, I believe, or 187. I got to look it back up because of my prize picks play on him. Right now, I don't think he has it in this game, though.
Yeah, he's got like 177 right now, but the thing is I think he's going to have one more opportunity at it before the end of the game. Sam Darnold takes the snap, hands it off to Chuba. He's going to get a few more yards, gets the down to the 4-yard line, third and 4 yards to go. As a Panthers fan, this is when you start to panic a little bit, because you imagine this has got to go to the end zone, because I don't know that I trust Sam Darnold to make this 4th down conversion if they have to do that.
You can't kick a field goal here. You gotta.
Oh,
touchdown.
wow. That was a wide
okay.
open Ian Thomas right there.
Did he not catch it?
No, it went back behind. He was throwing it
How
to
did
somebody
he not
else.
catch it?
He threw it to somebody else.
I couldn't.
He threw that to somebody else, dude. You got to go back and watch it. Here we go. He threw it to Marshall while Ian Thomas was right there.
He's standing there, wide open.
He wide open, dude.
Total Sam Darnold. Sammy's. Oh, look, and they're sending out the.
Nope. They're gonna go for it here, which you have to do.
Are?
They're going for it, and Sam Darnold takes the snap, looking. He's reading. He throws it away. Throws it away on fourth down, guys. Throws it away on fourth down, and that is the most accurate thing you could expect to happen.
You don't even need to watch the game tomorrow, guys. This is it right here. Tune in for the C3 Panthers post game tonight at 11:30.
This is it. This is it.
My God.
Guys, I wouldn't be surprised that this is an identical outing to what we see tomorrow.
Sam Darnold with an opportunity to take the lead. Fourth down, throws it out of bounds.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right.
They're going to run the ball here.
And a timeout.
Nope. No, they're going to pass it here. Interesting decision.
All day, all day,
and into the intercept. Oh, almost intercepted. Wow, close.
Goodness.
That should have been. And number one, there was just blatant holding on the offensive line as our defensive line had his back to Russell Wilson, and they were just holding him, and they didn't call that. But Russell was able to escape and almost make magic happen. He got it into his receiver's hands there. Intercepted.
Oh,
intercepted, Damian Wilson. All right.
Now that is not going to happen.
I don't know if that's not going to happen.
Which one is it? Is it Xavier? Maybe it's Xavier Woods who can't catch. That's
right. Yeah, Xavier Woods has missed a few of those.
Okay.
All right. Well, here we go. Sam Darnold gets another opportunity here.
Two back-to-back throwing plays when they have the game well in control, and one near interception, one interception. DJ Moore saying this. Come on, Sam. Let's just get one play.
Listen, Sam. I know maybe you were confused, but you remember that was fourth down, right? Like you threw that out of bounds to where nobody even had a shot at it. I mean, come on now.
Eric 37 says, tell Cody I'm sorry he has to go through Sam Baker and DJ Uyugale.
Chuba is able to get a few more on that one. Gets it down to the 3-yard line.
It's a $5 love bomb for Cody Lashney. I'm guessing, which I know the I can't pronounce his name. Ugugale. I'll Google it later. They lost to the South Carolina Gamecocks today at home. And look, Sam.
He fumbles it.
He fumbled it. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. This is painful, man. This is painful.
This is the game. This is the real game, folks. Oh my goodness. This is how it's going to happen. Oh. I can envision this really being the case.
I don't disagree. I don't want it to be the case, but it's hard to look at this and think anything other than, yeah, okay.
Man, like, is that if this is another team, like, and you're like, oh, come on, they're screwing us. Madden is trying to screw us over. This is what would happen to the Carolina Panthers here.
And they gave Latavius Murray 6 yards on that carry, 2nd and 4, as they were able to get it down to the 8-yard line. And Panthers have to be a little more concerned about this run game, but they might still try to pass it here. We saw them not shy away from that on that last drive, but resulted in the 3rd interception by Russell Wilson.
Look, they're
throwing it, and he gets the first, and he just powers down to the 17-yard line, and that's going to give them a new set of downs. And the Panthers' hopes for winning this game are slowly fading to black.
This is insane. White Chocolate Espresso's in the chat celebrating his 31-30 win today, or their win over the Clemson Tigers. DJ was shit, and I loved it. I just remember DJ having a tough start to the season and every Clemson fan turning on him, and then he got it together a little bit, and they jumped on the bandwagon. So look at this. I thank you guys your support. Rockhead said, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We're well on our way to 5,000 subscribers, folks. And those thumbs up help us crack the algorithm. Your participation in the chat does as well. And I love how long you guys have stuck around to watch this full, terribly accurate simulation right here. Can we get a stop? Another first down.
And 2-minute warning. Now the Panthers are going to have to start using that those timeouts in order to be able to hope to get the ball back and give this offense another opportunity. The Denver Broncos are only going to run it from here, you would imagine.
Oh, man. They gave us a lot of opportunities in this game, CK, and you could feel like the Denver Broncos could give the Carolina Panthers a lot of opportunities tomorrow. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Timeouts.
Have them fall backwards, not forwards. And it's a 2nd and 7. Their first timeout used of the 3. And you got to stop them on these downs. Otherwise, it is a wrap, and they will kneel it out to end the game.
Oh, gosh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That fumble really destroyed us, man. We had it. We had a real opportunity to win this game. They gave you, Madden gave it to you. There you go.
Another tackle for no gain there. Last time out, 3rd and 7. And you gotta just sell out for the run on this one. That might have been a tackle for a loss as well. So 3rd and 8, actually, by those numbers.
Jared says, I want this game to go to overtime. At this case, that might very well be the case. Probably go and hit a touchdown, and Eddie Pinheiro missed the extra point.
Intercepted!
Is it picked?
Yeah, J.C. Horn.
Yeah.
His 2nd interception of the game. The Panthers now have one more timeout. They threw the ball on 3rd down with 1 minute and 48 seconds left to go in the game and gave the Panthers the ball back. Now, I'm not hopeful that Sam Darnold does anything with it, but damn, what an opportunity that Sam Darnold has here.
Holy cow. Shake it off, Sammy D. Shake it off. You've had 2 terrible draw opportunities here. Oh my goodness.
That's Russell Wilson's 4th interception of the game, and we're still losing to them right now. Think about that.
And one was a pick 6. Oh my gosh. What's your win-loss on the sim this year?
I think it's pretty close to real, but I can't remember exactly. Oh, Chenault gets that one, and he stays up. He gets it all the way down to the 17-yard line. Sammy D finds Chenault.
Run this play.
I don't know if you want to. You kind of want to let the clock run down a little bit and not give them an opportunity.
Like the Madden clock is so fast, though.
I know it is. No huddle here. Took 20 seconds off the clock. Sammy D dropping back. Finds himself DJ Moore for the first time in this game. Gets it down to the 3-yard or 2nd and 3, down to the 11-yard line. And they have one more timeout left. So they do have some things to help them get it along. But
I think last week's Madden simulation was close to like near perfect.
Oh, it was as very close to perfect as you could possibly get. Almost intercepted. Oh,
gosh, this is such a Sam.
Oh my God, that was so close.
How did they know the DNA of Sam Darnold so well in this game?
I don't know. Well, they knew the DNA of Baker Mayfield even. Like if you go back to the first game of the season, they had a peg on him pretty well. They had a beat on him, I guess is probably a better way to say that. But and they're going to hand it off to Deontay Foreman. He's going to not make it, but you've got to get up to the line and go for this. You cannot take any more time. You got to go for it here. Come on now.
What's the down and distance?
10 yards. They only need 2 yards for the first down, but you almost feel like you need to go for the end zone here.
Is it 3rd down?
It is 4th down.
4th down. You got to go. All right. You got to just go for it. Come on, Darnold, for the win.
And it's in.
Oh, my goodness.
He got Ian Thomas in the backfield for a touchdown to tie the game up with 23 seconds left, barring an Eddie Pinheiro extra point, which we know are not automatic based on that Atlanta game, but it's pretty likely this is going to be going into overtime like our boy Jared would like to see happen.
Look at this. This is like total. Look at that. That's turn around and pick the ball. Sam Darnold, really, I don't even know if that's a good decision, but thank you finally for giving us something here. And the extra point is blocked. No.
It's in. It's now a tied ball game, and the Panthers have found a way to keep this game in check with an interception by the one and only J.C. Horn, who has gotten one of the only touchdowns by the Carolina Panthers off of an interception earlier in the game, and the Panthers give themselves new life.
I think this is where Madden says we giveth and now we taketh away, because they gave us so many opportunities to get back and tie this game. I feel like right now we're about to see like a 40-yard kickoff return to a bomb pass and a field goal for a win by Denver here.
I think this will be a touchback, personally. It's high. It's got, nope, they're going to take it out. Let's see.
All right.
On the 20-yard line, and they got him stopped short. The Broncos do have all three of their timeouts, by the way.
All right. So, Trey Burnett says 47's awareness rating had to be like a 36. You're right. Just turn around, bro. Turn around. He's never played basketball in his life. Oh, Arnold has proven to everyone he is the QB for the next 15 years.
Sign him now. Sign him to a legacy deal of 15 years. Actually give him partial ownership in the team.
Sam Darnold has barely proven to us he could be the quarterback for the next 15 minutes in this game. All right. Is this the first overtime of the season? Well, I feel like we might have had one overtime earlier.
I think we might have had one, yeah, in one of the, I just can't remember. We have to go back and look and see.
We need to start writing these outcomes down.
Well, luckily they are documented on the YouTube channel, so.
Yeah, you guys go back and watch them and write them down for us and get us some views.
Yeah, do that. Help out the Madden sim.
Yeah, we need to. I do think this is something that could take off. I'd like to see if we could maybe do the NFC South together, like maybe knock out two a night or something. Maybe some of the fun things. Look, people, they're not the biggest, the Madden Sims, but look, the people that watch them, they stick around. Seems like people have a lot of fun doing it. I have more fun doing these than I expected I would.
Yeah, no, they're a hoot, man. Like, it's funny because you do get emotionally involved in these. Like, like
I was just cheering for that touchdown like crazy.
I know, right? You like when you're losing, you get demoralized. It like affects your day almost, at least for me. So yeah, I completely agree with that. And they do stop him short. Takes it down to the 24-yard line.
So they won the coin toss in overtime, which is kind of normal for us. Yeah, Jared says next year you can record the outcome. Try Twitch if you want.
Yeah, we can do multi-stream. Yeah.
Or we can now, if we do the stream. I mean, we can do clips. We can clip that if we do it through StreamYard. But I'm sure you actually have a way to do the quick record.
Yeah, it's called a replay buffer. I can try to mess with. But luckily, because this is so high quality, I think we can clip it a lot easier on YouTube as well if we needed to. And Russell almost threw into traffic there, or ran into a sack almost. Brian Burns not able to get off of that block, which, again, not realistic in the slightest from what we've seen from Brian Burns.
Yeah, we're still kind of playing around with this Streamlabs. This is the first time we've done the Streamlabs. You guys, I hope you can tell an improvement in the quality and something CK really cares about. And while we're doing that here, trying to not Russell over the
Sutton right there is able to catch that ball down to the 44-yard line as they are approaching field goal range for McManus. But yeah, so right now, guys, if you have the ability, you can go to the 1440 It's not quite 4K quality, but it should be 2K, which is in between the 1080p and the 4K. So if you have a device that's capable of that type of quality streaming, then change that quality and tell me what you think. And if you guys love that, we'll continue to do it this way. I know it does take away some things like the highlighting comments and things like that, but it is falling forward every time. 6 yards on that. He now eclipses 100 yards, by the way, which also, by the way, Sam Darnold may have the numbers you need now, so that might be good for the prize picks that you have.
Yeah. Oh wait, 200 yards, you mean?
Yeah, he might be at 200 after that interception, and they were able to drive down the field. And it's handoff to Murray. He's able to get the first down, almost to the field goal marker. You got to stop him. You cannot allow a touchdown because that will be the end of the game. And you can't let the defense be the reason you lose this game after the performance they've put up.
Yeah, that's the truth right here. Because it's going to be hard to see the offense winning this game at this point. Jared is seconding that the stream is much better quality.
First down on that 1st and 10. They get 12 yards down to the 33-yard line. They are in field goal range. And this is sickening.
Sickening. This is par for Panthers right now.
I'm just going to Alt F4, guys. Not going to do that. Not that salty about the Madden sim at this point.
What is that? Just quit it?
Yeah, it just shuts the whole thing down. And wow, just over top of these guys, man. Keith Taylor, why is he out there on top of these wide receivers?
Because CJ Henderson can't. Gosh, CJ Henderson really struggling the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
A lot of Panther fans have been taking out a lot of angst on him. Easy field goal range right here. The Panthers need to at least hold them to that.
Down to the 16-yard line.
They're just marching. They're doing whatever they want to right now, CK. They're throwing the ball. Now they're running the ball. Boy.
You hope you can, now that the field is a lot smaller, you need a sack. But the thing is how unrealistic this defensive line is playing. Like, even at the worst defensive line is going to get more pressure than this.
Nothing. Brian Burns getting. Oh, look at this. Watch him throw the penalty on that.
Yeah, right. So irritating. Like, I just the Madden sim, and it's on both sides of this, so I'm not gonna. At least both sides are feeling the pressure of the Madden sim being absolutely horrific. I mean, like, look at Uter Gross Matos. He's facing the wrong way. They stop him with only a 3-yard gain, but 3rd and 2 is not giving you a lot of confidence here with the way that they've been able to run the ball.
People really enjoying the increased quality, and they like watching this stream with us.
Good.
Thank you, Doug Nieder, for that compliment. This is our first time doing it with this new setup. Streamlabs is giving us some opportunity. You know,
and no, he reaches across and gets the first down. Almost stopped them shy of that. Sorry to interrupt the
first down for them there.
Yeah.
Jeez. How many stops will this defense have to make in this game? One right now.
At this point in time, if they don't stop them here, like as bad as the offense played, it's hard not to blame the defense. You know what I mean? Because they weren't able to stop them here. So, but they've got 4 interceptions. There's
Broncos have struggled as they've gotten closer to the goal line in this game. So, man, just got to put together a couple of stops on the run right here.
They do there. Only a 2-yard gain on that one.
Hopefully they won't give the ball to Latavius Murray.
Yes, please no. Also, don't pass the ball across the middle in front of our linebackers. You imagine they're probably just going to run it a few times and try to just power it in. Looks like he might nope.
Nice.
Stopped with only a 1-yard gain on that one by Damian Wilson, I believe.
All right. One more, right?
3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. So you have to kick the field goal if you're the Broncos, and hope that defense is able to stop the Panthers offense, which they've been able to do.
I mean, we just got to get this. This is it. This is for the marbles right here.
That's going to be a run right up the middle. And they're going to get it. No, they didn't get it. No! They gave it to him.
They didn't give him.
They gave it to him. They gave it to him.
Challenge.
They gave it to him. That didn't look like he made it.
Looked like that second effort there.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Across the plane here.
I don't know. You got to see the.
Get a booth review.
He didn't make that.
No, I don't know. Can we get a review? No challenge thrown.
I don't think you can in overtime, can you? And they're going to give it to him. He didn't make that. We were robbed. We were robbed.
Game over.
No way he made that. You saw, like, you could see the grass between the line and the football.
Man, Matt Rule.
And the Panthers.
Not challenging that. I guess I wonder if you can challenge in overtime.
That feels more painful to have that happen that way.
Why is it not over?
It should be. Or wait. Does Madden not understand how overtime works? Madden, hey, we'll take it. Listen, if it continues to go, we'll let it, guys.
Oh yeah, take that.
We'll let it continue to go. We're not ashamed of that. Madden must not know that that's the end of the game.
Wow, what a glitch. Wow.
Well, you used to get 2 chances. No, you don't get 2 chances. If they get a score touchdown on the first go, you don't get another chance on that.
Or is the new rule that you do? Maybe they changed it because of the Josh Allen game.
In Madden, both teams get a chance to score a touchdown.
But didn't they change the rule after the Josh Allen game last year?
No, they were talking about it, but maybe they, I don't know if they actually made that decision yet. Did he get that? He got it over to TMJ. All right, hey, listen, we'll let it play out, guys. The thing that's going to suck about this is going to end up in a tie if we get a touchdown. There's no shot that we're going to get the ball back to get the win.
Go for 2.
You kind of have to, right?
Yeah, man.
It's a playoff only rule. That's interesting.
Wait,
Deontay Foreman.
This says NFL overtime rules 2022. The NFL overtime will no longer be sudden death during the postseason. Both teams will be guaranteed a possession.
So for the postseason,
the league ratified a rule change after. This decision comes in the wake of the Bills-Chiefs game last year where Kansas City...
Ooh, Chuba.
All right, so we're the bums for not knowing the new rules.
Well, the new rule only applies to postseason, though.
This is not what we scored.
Yeah, it says will apply to postseason.
Regular season. All right, at the end of the regulation, no more than one. Each team gets sudden death play for regular season. Okay.
Yeah. But hey, we'll let it go.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently Madden doesn't see it this way.
It's a playoff game for Sam Darnold.
Oh, almost a connection with DJ Moore on that one. Sammy D's numbers don't look nearly as bad as his like the eye test alludes to.
Yeah, man, he has been horrific this game.
He's got like 25 for 35, so he's got like a 33% or 66% completion percentage. He has no interceptions when he should have had a couple at least. And he's got that touchdown pass to Ian Thomas to tie the game up, I think, right?
Yeah, that is it. He's had the interceptions, the fumble. I mean, it's the turnovers again that has really been Sam Darnold's problem in this game.
He got it in the hands of TMJ, but he was not able to hold on to it through the contact. 3rd and 10.
Why is he not looking down the sideline to DJ? I think he was in single coverage down there. All right. This is the game on the line, folks, right here. Madden gave us a...
Oh, what? How did that? He got hit while you threw it, and it went right into the hands of Chuba, causing there to be a 7-yard loss. That is hysterical.
Man.
Wow.
So this is what? 3rd and 17?
Fourth and 17.
4th and 17, and the Panthers are going to punt.
This is why Madden is the worst. Like, that would have... that's...
Well, they already got the overtime rules screwed up.
I know. If we don't win this because of that, I'm not upset about it. If we go 4th and 17, we just don't make the conversion here. But here's what's going to happen. He's going to throw this short. It's going to be a little out. He's going to throw it to like TMJ on the outside. It's not even going to be close.
Baby.
Oh, almost. Oh man, great play. But that was Jackson able to come up with the big stop on that one. I thought he might have had that one, but that ball lingered in the air a little too long there.
All right, fun game. If this were to happen tomorrow, I would not be surprised for many of the things that happen. Russell Wilson had 4 interceptions in this game. One was a pick 6, and the Panthers trailed the entire
game. Are they
game.
still letting them play this out? They know it's the end of the game, right? Okay, good deal. They know it's good.
Okay. The other thing is this would go down as like one of those moments where there was a Colorado game maybe in the 90s or something where they gave them a 5th down by accident.
Oh God.
And they didn't know that was 4th down, and they gave them another full down. I mean, they gave the Panthers every opportunity to stick around in this game, from picks, interceptions, to throwing the ball at inopportune times, to even additional time in overtime.
We had 4 takeaways, guys. To put that into perspective, there were 4. The 2 takeaways they had on us, that was we had won the turnover differential. We had 2 turnovers. One was a fumble by Darnold. The other was a fumble by Chuba Hubbard. Many believe should have been called an incomplete pass. That really put a damper on the game pretty early on. But here we are.
Do you think Madden gave us that extra time in overtime because they knew that call for the touchdown was probably a little generous, a little gracious?
Maybe.
All right. So the Carolina Panthers fall 27-20 in what was a scorcher of a game in comparison to what many believe tomorrow. Check the over/under real quick. And what's the line?
I think it's not a big line difference. It's not like it was last week when we were like 13-point underdogs.
I just want to see what the over. 11 hours ago. The over. Oh, what do you think it is, CK? Right now, yesterday the spread has moved to. This is Caesars minus. The Broncos are favored by 1 point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The over/under a whopping 36 points.
Hey, look at that! Look at that pass yardage by Sam Darnold.
Oh man, we're winning our prize picks with that number right there. All right, CK,
could be a good day.
This was another Madden simulation in the books. A lot of people stuck around. We were trying to get the streaming right in the beginning.
Yes.
Seems like we got it put together well, and we might start to build on this for the rest of the season, I would think.
Yeah, I think we got a few more games to be able to mess around with it. I think I can do some things with, maybe some green screens or what have you. So we'll mess around with some stuff, see what we can do. I don't know if we'll go that far into it just yet, but next year we might try to find a way to expand this little thing like Tony had talked about, to do things like NFC South, or maybe even I had thought about doing a red zone type of thing where we simulate all of the games and we switch between like different games and do red zone style, like
that would be fun.
Style commentary.
Can you do that with the Madden simulation where you like
that would have to be a recorded thing, if that makes sense. So basically I would have to cut out the video and have it edit it up to the way that it to have it make sense and allow me to commentate on it.
Highlights from every game.
Essentially, yeah, that would be what you would be doing on those.
Yeah, we'll get some guys. We're gonna get some extras in going forward. We got a week off, and then we come back with because it's gonna be after the Denver game. We get the bye week. Who do we play after the bye? Is it Seattle?
It sounds about right. I know Tampa's the last game of the game.
Seahawks and then Steelers. So maybe we can find somebody to join us from the Seahawks and somebody from the Steelers.
We'll have to upgrade the Streamlabs.
We'll have to pay,
yeah. You can only do 2 with the free one.
Okay. All right. We'll start talking about those things going forward. And guys, good. Thanks for supporting the C3 Panthers podcast. Don't forget tomorrow post-game show. Put this in the books as the Panthers fall 27-20. We'll see how this looks. That means the Panthers do not cover the spread, nor is the over-under, right? You want to take the over. And we'll see if our prize picks work out. I've got some money on the line tomorrow. Prize picks. Don't forget promo code C3CK. I think I got to shut it down on my end, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Till next time, till tomorrow, keep pounding.
Keep pounding.
All right. I think